Hello, this is Matt with MJ Family Farms. We are revisiting our chicken coop build. This is Chicken Coop 2.0. I am testing the name Magneto for it, but it's not getting popular reception from my wife, Jean. But that's because we have made all sorts of improvements to this coop, including magnets for holding the safety wings or the predator wings down at night. So we put magnets on the wings so one person can come and flip that wing up and down easily and manage the coop. But there's all sorts of other neat stuff going on here too. So stepping into the coop, in our last coop video, we showed you kind of the overall layout of the coop. Laying boxes, everything's floating and levitating using the fence post brackets. Nothing's on the ground, so it's real easy to move this thing without dragging stuff or having to detach things. We still got our sleeping poles, roosting poles that have a quick hanger here that drop down. So if you take that hanger off, these go down and go back up easily for portability. And then a little bracket on the wall there to hang that side. But the probably most obvious new addition to this coop is this 4-inch PVC pipe that runs around the perimeter and has a fill cap here. This pipe is doubling as our watering system. There are little chicken feeder water nipples that screw into those ports there. But it's also become our ballast system as well. We sized and designed this to put about 175 to 200 pounds, depending on how much water's in it, of weight around the base of the coop. Why did we do that? Because we had Coop 1.0 blow away in the windstorm last week. It literally rolled over and chickens were running around everywhere. Jean and I were getting soaked in the rain, catching chickens, putting them back in the coop after we rolled it back over. Surprisingly, it did not destroy the coop, I think, which is a testament to the strength of this coop. Very cool that it didn't destroy it. But we decided, rather than strap weights to the corners, this evolved over a breakfast thinking session. We started with, hey, let's just hang, weight buckets on the corner or close to the axles. And then that evolved into why don't we build whatever system for weight we use into the watering system? Water's heavy, 8.3 pounds per gallon. So we sized enough to get about 200 pounds of water in this watering system. The other bonus is we realized it's getting laborious to take water to these coops every single day, because right now we're just using the hanging bucket feeder. It only holds 2-3 gallons of water before it starts getting too heavy to hang from the roof. And we thought, well, we'd rather have the watering system hold a couple days at least worth of water. Well, this will hold about 25 gallons of water. So with 25 gallons of water, you get that 175 pounds ish of weight. Hope my math's not off on that. 8.3 pounds per gallon. But we also get days of fresh water in a closed water system that dirt and debris can't get into for the chickens. And now we're not schlepping water out to this thing all the time. Let's see. Along with those improvements, we realized water was collecting on the roof because the roof is flat and does not do a good job of shedding water. So we just took 1/2-inch EMT conduit, put a bend in it, cut it to length, and put some tack welds on it, and gave our roof a little peak so that water flows off of it. The chickens were getting on top of the bins in the other coop and making an awful mess on top of the bins. So we put these screens in that will keep the chickens off the top of the laying bins, hopefully just limiting their mess to the runway going into the bins. Let's see, what else have we improved on our coop? We put side skirts down to the bottom here so that when we are moving the coop, the chickens don't think they can get out. We have an issue with Coop 1 where when we lift the side skirts, the chickens sometimes slip out under that, especially if there's a dip in the dirt and an opening gets big enough. And I think that is about it. We're pretty excited. We're literally about to roll this thing out and put chickens into it. I'll probably try to capture some footage of that. Obviously, from day one now, our Coop 2.0 got wheels from the factory. The factory being us in our shop. Let's see. And as I said before, we added a piece of wood to our Predator wings here. And then we put these super strong magnets on here and another magnet in the coop there. And it just takes one person to come over, pick it up, throw it up in the air, do that around all four sides. Come over here, up she goes, and the coop is ready to move. So we're gonna go put some chickens in this thing and see what happens.